Hey, my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're tuning in via Instagram, welcome. If you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. Okay, so my name is Kamoy. We're going to do the daily vibration today. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, you guys can check out Relationship Chronicles and Spiritual Conversations live on my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio, right? Okay, so we're just going to jump right on into this. Okay, so there is a lot of skill sets that I have, okay? And I got to be honest with y'all. Like, this year, 2020, has been an eye-opening year, okay? So my transformation really started in Aries season, okay? And in Aries season was really the beginning of the zodiac year, per se, or zodiac, like the restart of the zodiac calendar wheel, right? So everybody's transformation really started to take place for the new, I want to say, cycle that we're about to go through. So 2020 has been an eye-opener. It has been a transformative year. Even with my dad transitioning, even with where I am right now and what my life is going through right now, which I am going to talk about. I just need things to settle, okay? So back in March, when I started the transformation, guys, I honestly did not know back in March that I would be here right now, okay? I knew something major was happening. I knew that there was some things that I needed to deal with within myself. I knew that I also wanted to make some change within the business, and I wasn't sure if I even wanted to continue doing tarot, right? I knew I wanted to teach. That much I did know, but I didn't know exactly where it all quite fit, right? What I've discovered is at this point is just kind of like going with the flow and ebbing and flowing. So my channel, my platform has changed literally from since I've launched. Okay, I've kind of tried new things. I've kind of changed up things. Okay. And I've also procrastinated on doing some things, not just behind the scenes for the channel, but also as far as content, as far as maybe even wisdoms and stuff that I need to bring to you guys, right? And part of that is because I really didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with this. I really did. I know I wanted to help people, and I know I was here to help people. I know I was here to teach once again, but I really didn't know where I wanted to go with this, okay? The reason why I'm telling all of you guys this is because we have a new moon popping off today in Scorpio, okay? The new moon in Scorpio is going to bring in transformation, okay? And let me just tell you right now, okay? We are currently in Scorpio season, and now we have a new moon coming in on Scorpio season. This is going to be powerful energy, okay? And let's just get rid of the aspect of what the moon represents, right? Because moon energy is really supposed to represent emotion, right? And we know that emotions are one of the ways that you manifest in this third dimensional realm, all right? Now, with that being said, we have a new moon coming in today. You have an opportunity to be able to understand and transform, maybe from something you started earlier in the year, and maybe even something that you may have began the process of around this time last year, right? You have new energy coming in where you can transform. You can literally use the energy that was holding you back, that was oppressing you, and you can make new choices, and you can make new decisions, and you can turn things around. I am not saying that you may not have to do some work. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this new energy within Scorpio, you can feel yourself not only wanting to get to the depths of a situation and maybe wanting to gain clarity on a situation, but this also gives you an opportunity to let go of things that no longer benefits you. Okay, now as we're jumping into the elements, really starting off with the wonderful water energy. Okay, we're jumping into Scorpio's energy. We're jumping into Pisces energy. We're also jumping into Cancer's energy, okay? And if I can tell you with the Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio's energy right now, as far as water energy is concerned, you're going to have to deal with truth today. And what might happen today emotionally, if you are not a Scorpio, if you are not a Pisces, and if you are not a Cancer, we're talking about emotional energy here, if you're not a water sign, right? What you can see is emotions coming up out today, especially if there's things that you need to deal with. You can see things surfacing up today for you to deal with, okay? Some of this is going to be geared around heart chakra, okay? Heart chakra energy is all about love. It's all about compassion. It's all about you being able to trust. It's all about you being able to love, right? And I want to say not just love other people, but also love yourself, right? Now, I want you guys to go back and check out the live from Friday the 13th, okay? I can't promise you guys because I'm about to go live when I'm finished this video, but I can't promise you guys that I'm gonna be on there long. But I'm going to drop some gems, okay, as far as how you can utilize even the energy from Friday the 13th and coming into this energy with the new moon, okay? So when we're talking about heart chakra, guys, we're talking about being able to center yourself so you can get to a place of wholeness, okay? This is where you find balance. Your heart chakra, it anchors you, okay? You may find that there's some truth coming out. That truth can be coming from within. That truth can also be other people bringing truth or shedding light on some truth, okay? For some of you, this is going to be like a full-fledged epiphany, okay? Some of you have made some sacrifices, okay? And some of you will need to make a sacrifice, especially if it's choosing yourself versus somebody else, okay? So there is deep universal working going on here, deep transformative energy happening here, okay? And I want to say, if you've taken an opportunity to utilize the energy of Scorpio, the 8th house, the house of transformation, you literally use this energy to help you transform that in which needed to be transformed this month, okay? Sacrifice also is a number 12 card. When we're dealing with the number 12, we're also dealing with mastery. We're dealing with you being able to discipline yourself, okay? We're also dealing with the not just with the 12 zodiacs, the 12 disciplines, you know. We're also dealing with the 12 powers of man, okay, which you can line up with the 12 disciples or the energy, okay, which then turns into portals within your chakra systems, okay. Now, so with that being said, you want to definitely deal with any emotional loss you're feeling today, or any emotional tugs you're feeling at your heart today that can bring about change. You do have the number 5 popping up here, which represents change. You have truth popping up here, which is the number 20 card. Reduces down to the number 2, which is all about you bringing things into balance and harmony, okay? So balance and harmony as far as your feelings and emotions today is going to be important, okay? Especially when you feel any defeated thoughts, or maybe any thoughts of conflict. You want to be mindful not to speak things into the atmosphere that you fear to happen, okay? Watch your throat chakra energy, okay? This is your powerhouse. This is how you're creating. This is how you're forming things into the atmosphere. Once again, you got double 5. This is master numbers here. So it's asking you to really deal with any energy where you're having emotional, where you're feeling lost emotionally. This could be because of a relationship, losing a partner, losing a job. Anything that's tugging at you emotionally, you need to pay attention to today, especially when it comes to conflict and defeat. Today's a new day for you to rewrite some stuff and tell yourself the truth and tap into your truth, your universal truth. I'm not talking about failure. I'm not talking about lower vibrational stuff. You're going to have to rewrite your identity and create a new I, okay? Or maybe not even create a new I. Tap into your your higher self, okay? Truth may be coming out today, whether that's you're giving the truth or receiving the truth. Some type of sacrifice is going to have to be made today, especially when it comes to the number 12. We're talking about 12 disciplines here. We're talking about mastery of all 12 aspects, not just of the zodiac, but all 12 aspects within yourself, okay? So be mindful of that, all right? All right, so now we're going to move on to the wonderful, wonderful air energy, okay? Now, air energy is going to be Gemini. It's also going to be Libra, and it's going to be Aquarius. If you're not a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you can apply the air energy, my loves, to your spiritual and your mental thinking. This is the things in your mind. This is the shit in your mind, okay? All right, this is the shit you worry about. This is the shit you gossip in your back. You know, when you sit after you gossip, then you go back and you think about shit that you said, that you didn't say, that they said. Okay, The shit you replay in your mind, this is where this energy is going to lie if you are not an air sign, okay? So today, my loves, you guys are going to have to watch your root chakra. Remember, root chakra is responsible for what's grounding you. This is the thing that's on your mind and how you develop your belief system. So this is where you build trust. This is where you build your relationship with money. This is where you build family. This is stability. This is your fight or flight mode. This is anxiety, okay, and fear. Okay, this is also your sexuality. Okay, now root chakra is saying today you got financial and material changes coming in today, my wonderful air signs. So you're gonna have to be mindful. Maybe watch how you're spending. Okay, maybe take that risk financially that you've been led to do. Okay, and as you do whatever you're led to do, okay, financially, okay, just know that there's going to be recognition and reward for whatever it is that you're putting forth. Okay. Number 5 again represents change. The number 3 again represents manifestation. Okay, so there's going to be some type of change in your manifestation, and you need to know that you're going to triumph, honey. This is mastery right here. This is spiritual awakening. Okay, this is universal right here. Okay, this is where you can say you come into oneness. Okay, with the universe. And number 7 is a very, very powerful number. Okay. So you want to be mindful as you're moving throughout the day today, my loves, to utilize the energy that's here for you, okay? What's today? Today's Saturday. Let me tell you guys exactly. Today's actually Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay, so today's Saturday, okay? Today's Saturday. Ruled by Saturn, okay? So you want to be mindful of that, all right? So the colors can be maroon, dark shades, okay, and black, okay? So be mindful of the energy today. I want to say, you kind of got, Capricorn, you kind of want to pay attention to the Capricorn energy in the day, in the atmosphere today too. Okay, my wonderful air signs, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's be mindful of Saturn's energy today, just in general. I don't know why I'm feeling led to tell the wonderful air signs that. Okay, be mindful of Saturn's energy as you're moving throughout the day. Okay, so you have that inner strength. This is a lot of inner work, inner knowing, inner standing. Okay, this is where you want to say that you are directly connected with divinity. This is divine right here. Okay, so you got change happening. Okay, material and financial changes. You got recognition and reward, which means manifestation happening, and you have that you're going to triumph. Things are going to be lining up. It's kind of like divine intervention, as well as like divine like just divine timing, like all of the things divinely that can happen, right? Yeah. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that, because you can apply this to your thinking. Like I said, your mental and your spiritual thinking. So if you're having negative, lower vibrational thoughts, especially when it comes to financial and material changes today, you need to be mindful of that. Okay, because whatever you're giving thought and focus to is going to be recognized and rewarded. Okay, you need to know that you have to pay attention to the energy of being triumphant, okay, as you're pushing through, especially mentally. All right, okay, so let's jump into the wonderful fire energy. All right, if you are fire sign, okay, this is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Aries. If you're not a fire sign, you can apply this energy to movement, action, passion, lust, okay? This can also be very intuitive energy, so you want to be mindful of that, all right? Okay, what do you have for the wonderful, wonderful fire signs? Give me your 3 cards for the fire signs, okay. You got destiny. Okay, so we got the universe popping in here. This is your higher self talking to you, okay? Or your guides, your angels, okay? Now remember that you also have a vibratory field around you. At any given moment, you can have different energies either within your vibratory field or surrounding your vibratory field. And sometimes you can even be walking and rub up against somebody's vibratory field. And that can, I want to say, what is that? Like when you hit a nexus point, or what you may think is coincidence, but it's not, like it's a serpent, what did it say? Serpenticity? I don't even know if I pronounced that right. But anyway, destiny's popping off for you today. That's the number 10. Reduces down to 1. That's creation. You got the power to create. Everything is created with ones and zeros. The universe really is numbers per se, right? So when you understand that it's all about learning your code as well as okay, it's kind of like learning your code within the universal code, right? So it's kind of like learning your own programming within the whole program itself. Okay, so destiny, okay, is popping off for you today. Some of you may be trapped in fear because it's requiring you to change. Either change your direction in how you're moving, or change the way you're thinking. This is throat chakra energy, so it could be changed in how you're communicating, my wonderful fire energy, or as well as fire signs. Okay, so, yeah, you got destiny popping off, right? So if you're communicating things to people, or things to yourself where you're trapped in fear, some of you could be going some type of mental conflict. You got the number 2 card here. It's actually to balance your thoughts, man. Get out your head, all right? Some of you are literally replaying things in your head that ain't true, but you're creating a narrative in your head, which can make it true, okay? So you may need to meditate today, my wonderful fire signs, or you could be doing somebody that's, you could be communicating with somebody that's doing heavy self projection. Okay, you may have to choose yourself today and tap into some heart chakra energy. And I don't know if it may be so much compassion towards another person, but more so compassion towards yourself. Okay, so that way you can get the things that you need for yourself today, especially if someone is projecting anxious energy. Okay, yeah, you will have to be mindful of that. Okay, be mindful of that. Remember, it's new moon energy. So especially if something is happening, I want to say where you need to take action, but you feel like you're trapped because you're afraid. Watch the way you're thinking about it. And sometimes you got to do things afraid, and I can attest to that. Okay, because I'm telling you, I have to constantly watch myself, because one of the ways that I feel I can get stuck and trapped in fear is by procrastination. So I've had to watch myself, and I've been finding that I have been procrastinating a lot, and it sneaks up on you, right? So watch where you feel like you may be trapped, and watch the things that you feel you need to master, and there's room for growth. Okay, so one of the ways that I beat procrastination is by literally, okay, I'm not lying to you, is literally by literally by writing things down and creating a list. Okay, like I often say, if it's not on the list, it's probably not going to get done, right? So my way of procrastinating, or not procrastinating, literally, is by having to write things down on a list. Okay, yeah, so I had to re-implement my list because I stopped doing that, for the past month and a half in particular, right? Okay, so with that being said, all right, you got shit to do today. Don't allow yourself to be trapped in fear and replay stuff in your head, especially if it's based on other people's projection, and you know you need to take action and move and get some shit done today. Okay, all right, moving on to the wonderful Earth energy. Okay, so Earth signs: Capricorn, Virgos, and Taurus. If you are not an Earth sign, you're going to apply this to the physical realm. Okay, this is going to be the money, the cars, the bills. Okay, this is going to be the kids, the job. All right, anything on the physical realm that you may need to deal with, this message may apply. It seems like everybody have universal energy popping off here today. Okay, so you've got throat chakra energy, and you got universal energy popping up. I'm wondering, shadow work may be needed for my wonderful Earth signs today. I'm hearing you may want to watch your ego today and not be so judgmental today. Okay, I want to say triumph and success is yours, but this is throat chakra energy, and because this sword is up here, I want to say it's also the number 1 card, which means that you're creating shit. So you want to watch how you're swinging your sword today. Okay, I'm hearing don't be too judgmental today as you're moving throughout this Earth energy. Okay, and if you pull back the judgment, you'll have a better discernment of how you should move in any given situation. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. So you need to be able to check yourself today, okay? Especially if you want things to be successful today, okay? Be aware of the role that you play in situations, or be aware of the situations that you don't have to get yourself in, right? Which means you want to trust yourself that if your spirit is telling you don't tap out, don't do, then you tap out and don't do, all right? If your spirit is saying, I don't think that's a good idea, then I don't think that's a good idea, especially when it comes to communication. I'm not literally talking about movement today, but more so communication. Check your communication today, okay? Watch your shadow side today, okay? Because you could have the little devil tapping you in the shoulder today, but the devil is not always evil. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could, you flip that devil around, you get the word live, alive. Like how you want to play it, honey, okay? It's what you see. Remember, everything is a projection and reflection. Everything is energy. Everything is energy, okay? We give it concepts, and there's different concepts, and there's different systems within how this energy flows, but if you can figure out the concepts and the allegory to match the concepts to other concepts and systems, right, you're gonna reach a long way. So watch your shadow side today. Shadow side card is a number 9. What we talking about with the number 9, y'all? We talking about what? Completion, right? So we talking about completion tonight. Watch yourself. Okay. All right, my loves. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. So the next meditation is going to be for the full moon. Okay. So you guys will be seeing that information in the description box. Okay. We're probably going to do that meditation on Saturday. Okay. Because I need to be able to tap into that energy myself. So I don't do the meditations on the actual day anymore. That was draining my energy. Okay, so all right, so I am going to make these announcements on the live. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. I'm gonna see y'all in tomorrow's daily vibration. Oh wait, no, I'm back on Monday. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a daily vibration for Sunday, so I'm back on Monday. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. Bye, my loves. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, guys.